Softball. I am Jordan Ham here on the call. Been a busy couple of days here watching some great softball. Arizona Hotshots, Delsante here against the Little Saints team. Gill, Olivia De La Cruz leading things off, just popped out to third base. Now Ariana Tamaro coming to the plate as she takes a strike. Kylie Mesmer in the circle for the Little Saints. And what you'll see out of her quite a bit is what some of the analysts I've been working with have called a frisbee delivery. Kind of gets that pitch to glide a little bit, as Brian George is jumping on Mike as well here.
Jordan, it's good to be with you.
Good to be with you as well. As that pitch is inside. 94 degrees and sunny here at First Pitch in Payson, Arizona. Brought to you by PaysonRimCountry.com. Tamaro plays her prep ball at Corona del Sol. She takes a pitch there. Pitch here from Mesmer. Just catches the plate. Tamara, we saw her a couple of weeks ago have the catch of the weekend.
Oh, that was a special catch.
I believe it was against this Little Saints team. It was a really back and forth game. She pops that one up. Lindsey Jackson able to make the catch. But line drive over her head. She was battling the wall, the sun, just about everything, but came away with a diving catch. Kind of clipped herself on the wall in the process, but came away with it, and that was a game-saving play there. Grace Reyna coming to the plate now, starting catcher. Pitch here from Mesmer is away. Yeah, Grace, you'll see her work hard behind the plate. Also had some key hits past few weekends as well as she fouls that one off. Mesmer has her sign and delivers. And this pitcher and batter duo continuing to battle as Reyna fouls another one off there. Skips that one in there. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Reyna fouls that one off again, continuing to battle, stay short with 2. Riley Nelson on deck here with 2 outs. Reyna taking a breath here, back in the box. She grounds that one over to second. Not able to handle it was Armijo. Tough ball there for her, though, as Reyna is on and extending the inning. Now we'll see Riley Nelson. And that's something we've seen a lot out of Reyna the past couple of weekends. She just is able to barrel the ball a lot, just make solid contact, as we've seen plenty of times before. Able to do that, usually good things can happen for you. Nelson stepping in now. First pitch swinging there. That's going to be in foul territory. Nobody able to get it.
Love that hustle right there, though. Three players colliding or converging on that. Shortstop, left field, and third base. No man's land that ball right there, but great effort by all 3. Summer Pels, Taylor Delgado. I'm not sure Who that is in the left?
Elise Enriquez.
Elise Enriquez. Great hustle out there, kid.
Another foul ball, fly ball, just gets out. As we have seen Mesmer continue to really just attack that zone as she gets strike number 3 for the final out. And we're going to see the Little Saints here for the offense for the first time this game. They're running back-to-backs here.
Yeah, Kai pitching with purpose right now, and this is their last game of the season. Last travel game of the season, so last event, and
so now we will get our first look at Team Delsante. As we have Autumn Kunze in the circle. And as we said, Grace Reyna behind the plate there. You're going to see a lot of this duo from Team Delsante. Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by Mac Media, the largest Apple Premier sales and service provider in the Southwest, proudly serving the Valley for 21 years. 2 locations to serve you, Old Town, Scottsdale, and Peoria, or visit macmediainc.com. And leading things off here for the Little Saints will be Kylie Mesmer. She is handling pitching duties as well today.
Kylie's a special young lady. She pitches, she hits, she's a leader. In fact, just a couple of years ago, the year before last, as a junior over at Sunrise, she had she was a big part of an 18-0 team over there before they got eliminated in a tough playoff loss.
Takes the ball there from Kunze.
Coach Pruitt over there would probably be the first one to tell you that she was a special part of that team.
That pitch looked pretty good, but just missed there.
I got him Coons a lot. She's got a lot of spin on the ball. She's got some good velocity. See right there, she'll change speeds on you and throw multiple pitches off speed.
I believe this was the pitching matchup a few weeks ago in what was a very competitive game between the Little Saints and Team Delsante, as just a rifle over to the third baseman. That was Sydney Smith coming away with that one. Nice reaction there.
I've seen some leather flashed around today. Wow, especially at that hot corner over there.
Yeah, certainly yesterday there were some great plays as well. I'm just getting going today, but quite a few impressive plays. And as you know, it's just a lot of reaction, just getting things going. Was not able to handle that one was De La Cruz. So Taylor Delgado gets on.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 she makes that play right there. I think she just sat back a little bit on it, knew she had time. But, you know, sometimes when you stay back on the ball, you're letting it take that last hop. You want to come forward and get that ball right there. She'll make an adjustment in game right here. Next ball hit her way. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes a highlight reel play. She's a phenomenal athlete out there.
Now Bailey French coming to the plate. One of my last calls of the day yesterday was a solo shot from French as Delgado is running. And she is thrown out there by Reyna.
It's just a great throw and tag right there. I don't know if we can see that again. Look at the truck, spot on right now. Great view right there. Does she get the tag on her head before her foot gets in?
Pretty darn close.
Bang,
That is bang,
play.
bang.
I'll tell you this much with this crew out here. I questioned 3 or 4 of their calls yesterday. I was wrong on all of them. These guys, this is a heck of a crew out here. They came as a package for us. Lucky to have them. In fact, one that made the call to him was Marco Scale, standing over at third base, coach of the Little Saints. He called these gentlemen up, and they always work together, or work together quite a bit.
French hard hit ball, but that was over to Jaden Warren, who fires it over to first for the final out. So Little Saints making some really good contact, but Team Delsante flashing the leather here as we are scoreless as we head to the second inning.
Sharply and directly from the ground when he touches the forehand. That'll hurt. So like the one that Greg got. And he hit it almost 2 feet.
Top of the second here, Team Delsante and the Little Saints both scoreless. Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball brought to you by the city of Payson, 7,000 feet above sea level atop the Mogollon Rim, a picturesque destination for wilderness adventurers of all ages. Visit PaysonRimCountry.com, as that is a very hard hit ball, but just a bit foul by Sydney Smith.
You see that a lot. You know, a player makes a great play out on defense and then comes up and puts together a great at-bat. Close to hitting a home run after making a heck of a catch in the last inning over there at third base, Sydney Smith.
Another foul tip there, strike number 2.
I'd say at this point, look to Kylie to climb the ladder. That's what she's a specialist at. She gets a great amount of elevation and lift under that ball, and you know, looks like the higher she's gotten up in the zone here, the more success she's had.
That is strike number 3 on the outside corner. Second strikeout there for Mesmer. Elise Kingston now coming to the plate.
That ball looks like it was right on the river. Beautiful pitch. Immediately gets ahead right here.
Yeah, strike number 1 there to Kingston. Pitch here low. Ball number 1. Mesmer has her sign right in on the inside corner. As Mesmer just continuing to attack that zone so far. She fouls that one, just gonna get out of play. So Mesmer continuing to go after these Delsante hitters. That pitch is outside.
She seems like a neat kid. We had some questions put out to the teams ahead of the broadcast, and she was asked.
As Kingston flies that one to left field for the second out of the inning.
She was asked what her interests are outside of softball. She said, I like to sing even though I'm not very good at it. Don't we all? And
The self-awareness is strong.
It is. It is. Self-deprecating humor says a lot about somebody. Very humble. But her career interest is as a doctor. And love that she goes on to say that the biggest influence in her life is her family.
Jaden
Kingston sounds like a wonderful kid.
Jaden Warren now to the plate. Swing and a miss for pitch number 1. Warren, a class of 2021 from Campo Verde.
She's a golfer. I like to play golf. This kid's a golfer. The first interest that she lists outside of softball. So if her first interest is golf, she's got to be legit.
And that she can balance different swings.
Yeah.
That was the struggle with me growing up, was all of a sudden I was looking like Ken Griffey Jr. after I would play 18 when I was taking batting practice, and we'll just say I didn't have Griffey power.
Yeah, but if you have the swing, at least you look good doing it. That's a beautiful
Look
swing.
good as I strike out swinging.
Oh, what a
Warren.
frame job right there. Lindsey Jackson getting deep in her crouch right there to frame that.
That is the 3rd strikeout there for Mesmer.
What a frame right there. Look at her down low, way down there, gets the glove up. That's a catcher going to work for their pitcher right there. Your pitcher's coming back in saying thank you, and that's that camaraderie right there. And it was awesome. We had a conversation before the game started. I got to talk to the gals in the Saints dugout. They haven't had their normal performance this weekend, and they're all down on themselves, and I got to talk to them a little bit. They said this is their last game, so then go out there and give everything that you have to each other. And it was really sweet. They looked up to me, and I'm just some old dude that's just peeking through the fence, giving them some wisdom. Oh, I don't know about wisdom, but blowing hot air at them. And
That's the right perspective, though.
and I've seen it thus far. I mean, they've had some really bad outcomes out here, and it's not who they are. And I don't know. They look like they have a little bit of swagger in this game. So, it's weird. I'm not rooting against my own organization. I obviously coach in the Hotshots organization. I love Joe Delsante and his team here, but I am rooting for good softball. And, speaking of good softball and kids that I've seen play this game for a long time at a very high level, in steps Summer Pels.
Coverage of Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball brought to you by Floodstream, high-definition television broadcast and live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Learn more at floodstream.com. So Coonsey back out there. Rifles one past Summer Pels for the first pitch of the 2nd inning.
A great approach by both right there. Summer knows Coons is going to try to get ahead to set that pitch up right there. And so she's coming out of her shoes on anything that she sees that's dead red, something hard. And Autumn attacks his own, gets ahead. Now she's got 2 on her.
Ahead for Coonsey, goes high there. Summer Pels, prep ball over at Sunrise Mountain, class of 2020, a signee with Paradise Valley Community College. Hit .478 in the early 2020 season.
See some players still use this position right here as a timing technique. Some of them do it just with 2 strikes, as we're seeing right here with Summer Pels. So some believe in a 2-strike approach. Others say you should be the same throughout the at-bat. I look at it and believe it's really dependent on who you are as an individual and what helps you be successful here. So let's see how Summer does with her 2-strike approach here. She's going to get something nasty.
Just right off the plate. Pels just able to get a little bit of barrel on it.
That swing tells you everything you need to know about a hitter right there, or an approach. She is hungry. She does not want to go down looking. And she's going to wait for the pitcher to make a mistake. Cat and mouse game right here.
That pitch low, now 2-2.
That bat that started 0-2, got 0-2 quick. Just quickly battled back into an even count. This should be Autumn's best pitch right here. 2-2, pitchers they got to throw their absolute best pitch. They go 3-2, who cares?
Line drive to the right side, and that gets through Pell's able to run that one out and get on first, but as you said, cat and mouse there. That entire at bat, you could see the wheels turning on both ends, and Kunze delivered a good pitch, but Pell's able just to get solid contact on that one.
And just in this one at bat, she's just outclassed by a veteran. I mean, she throws the pitch that she wants in the location that she wants. Maybe she might have wanted it a little more down in the zone, but certainly on the outside part of the plate that she wanted. It's just a great piece of hitting. You just tip your cap to the hitter.
Alana Van Dorn now to the plate. Shows bunt, pops that one up. What a play there by Reyna to make the catch and then fire it over to first to double up the runner as well. Cat-like reflexes by Grace Reyna.
Well, you know, Coach Delsante was telling me before the game, we were talking about catchers, and he was telling me that this kid's special, and I see why.
I haven't called many of this team's games, but Grace has made an impact in just about every aspect I've seen so far. She's been a heck of a player as Cheyenne Becker takes strike number one. And the relationship between Autumn and Grace is very strong as well. That's something that they talked about post-game just a couple of weeks ago as well. Whew. She fires that one past for strike number two.
Climbs the ladder right there, so you got to wonder if she'll go back to that. If it's my spot here, if I'm calling this pitch, I want one a little bit higher, 2 inches up.
Really good pitch there on 0-2, just missing.
It's a great pitch. I'm not saying it's a strike, it's a great pitch.
Mm-hmm.
The intent to catch the corner, goes a bump or two out.
And this is actually a battle of Perry Pumas between Becker and Kunze. Becker just graduated from Perry, committed to Judson University, an Autumn class of 2022 with the Pumas. Mixes things up a little bit. De La Cruz not able to handle that one. So Becker will get on.
Yeah, so we're on the east field over here. Looking towards the west field, there's a stiff breeze coming across.
Right on cue.
Dust flying.
Got a nice gust coming in.
And I mean, it's harder to see on that play right there, but there's dust in her eyes, and the right fielders too. And the sun is what I was going to comment on. So, you know, obviously the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So it might be hard to see right now. We'll probably get a camera angle a little bit, but she's staring right into the sun on that play.
Mm-hmm. And actually, while this gust came through, everybody called time. A teammate actually ran sunglasses out to her. So I think that speaks to just how tough it is to see right now. That pitch is low. Reyna Gill to the plate now. Kunze able to power that one past.
Well, thus far, we got ourselves a pitcher's duel here. I've watched a lot of offense this week.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, everybody loves offense. Everybody loves the long ball. I'm actually, I'm enjoying seeing some pitching here.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what an off-speed pitch that was right there.
Yeah, low and inside corner there. Able to catch the zone. Again, Reyna able to just kind of put the exclamation point with that frame right there as well. And strike number 3. So one runner gets on, but nothing doing there for the Little Saints. We're going to head to the third. As Mr. Georges said, it is a pitching duel, 0-0 between the Little Saints and Team Delsante. Welcome back, Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball. Alongside Brian Georges, I am Jordan Ham. Arizona Hotshots Team Delsante taking on Little Saints Team Gill right now, and Brianna Larney coming to the plate for her first at bat against Kylie Mesmer, who's been in control so far. Really both pitchers so far. She fires in strike number 1. Larney, a 2022 player out of Desert Vista, hit .320, 19 runs scored, 2 doubles, 12 RBI. Also a basketball player as she takes strike number 2. So 0-2 the count here for Mesmer, working ahead. And a hard hit ball, but Summer Pell's able to snag that one and fire it over to Becker for the first out.
Yeah, Brianna, our last hitter. You know, something she says is we're going to get a look at Summer Pels here. Snag that ball right down the line, saves a double. Comes up throwing with confidence over to her first baseman. Brianna Larney, she said, asked about the biggest influences in her life. And not unlike a lot of these awesome kids out here, she said, my parents, aunties, and grandparents. So parents, aunties, and grandparents, if you're listening, what a wonderful kid.
And that was almost a pitcher-on-pitcher crime as Kunze hits a rocket right back to Mesmer. Mesmer able to get some leather on it and throw it to first, but absolute rocket off Autumn's bat there.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say Kai hits one back up the middle next at bat.
Just keep it even, Steven. Keep it competitive.
She is such a competitor. I could just see it.
Check swing from Olivia De La Cruz. Both Lindsey Jackson and Summer Pels going full speed trying to get that one. Not able to handle it, though, in foul territory.
Look at the effort there by Lindsey Jackson. She is going face first into the fence to catch that if she can. On her knees, sliding into the fence. What an effort.
And last game for them, it's much nicer than it is here in Phoenix, but still pretty warm. You can get beat up being a catcher and still seeing that effort at the end of their day.
Oh,
pretty impressive.
There's no doubt, fifth or sixth game in 2 days. Yeah, you're on tired legs out there.
Yeah.
And this game matters to these girls, like I said earlier. Last travel tournament.
De La Cruz puts that one up the middle, and she'll extend the inning.
For many of the Little Saints teams, last travel tournament for many of them, as we were talking about earlier. I got to talk to them in the dugout before I came out over here. So they're playing with purpose.
Tamaro now coming to the plate. Center fielder.
Yeah, you talked about that catch she made a few weeks back in Prescott, and I went back and did some highlights, my own little editing, and I couldn't stop watching that catch. I watched it over and over and over.
Check swing called a strike. So we're just getting little discussion here between the coaches and the umpires. One other thing I love about Tamaro's game, where's 99? Don't see a ton of 99s out there. As we're just getting reset here. So right now we have 2 outs here, runner on first in the 3rd inning. Ariana Tamaro up to the plate with a runner on first.
Well, game stays competitive. As we saw there, Coach Delsante getting banished to the dugout. Not sure how long this timeout will last.
Looks like we're starting to get reset here. Like you said, this game matters to everybody on this field.
It does.
And coaches are going to coach. No doubt about it. Tamara puts a good swing into that one, but Raina Gill settles under it.
De La Cruz flying around the bases right there. Intent to score on that if that ball drops. Love to see the effort.
So again, just one runner on there, but able to take care of business was Kylie Mesmer. As it is still scoreless between the Little Saints and Team Delsante of the Arizona Hotshots. Largest Apple Premier sales and service provider in the Southwest. Mac Media repairs broken iPhones, laptops, iMacs, and much more. Learn more at macmediainc.com. So Kunze coming back into the circle. Continuing to work here for her third inning of work so far for her. Been dominant. Just has a strikeout here. Also, her defense has helped her out. Grace Reyna has thrown out a batter. And they've also been able to turn a double play. So some good work there. For the defense. As Kiana Bird coming to the plate. Bird takes a strike there. Ground ball there to the shortstop. Jaden Warren fires it over to first for the easy out. Now Elise Enriquez coming to the plate. Enriquez playing left field in this game early on. Takes a ball there. Nicole Armijo. Waiting on deck here as they mix up speeds there from Kunze. She continuing to work ahead here. So that one is just off the plate.
Good pitch.
Well, Jordan, aside from commentating for us this summer, how much softball do you get to cover?
I get a little bit here and there, especially at the college level. But we'll get out over, the past couple of years have been able to get out to a couple prep games over the years.
So, but the honest answer is not enough.
True.
So are you having fun yet or what?
Absolutely, no. I've been having a great time as Armijo comes to the plate.
Yeah, I know I've definitely enjoyed calling a couple games with you. I just enjoy listening to you call the games. I can tell you're really into it. And I can tell you our households really appreciate you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Armijo fouls that one off. But yeah, it's been fun getting to know pretty much everybody involved in this with, the players and the coaches. It's been a lot of fun. Great group of student athletes here that, whether it's in the Hotshots or other organizations that you guys are playing.
Yeah, there's some really awesome organizations taking part this week.
Kunze goes off speed, grounded to second base. De La Cruz flips it over to first for the final out.
We talked about that earlier. Not staying back on the ball, coming to get one, make an adjustment. She had a couple tough plays over there. The one hopper that ate her up, and then the tough sun right there, and then she comes in, a do-or-die situation right there. Flashes some leather, makes a great play over there at first base.
So we are cruising through this game already, the top of the fourth, and we are scoreless between the Lil Saints and Team Delsante.
I see what you did there. That was great.
Thank you.
Grace Reyna leading things off here for Team Delsante in the top of the fourth. We are scoreless with Delsante and the Little Saints. Been a good one so far. First pitch swinging. What a solid piece of hitting there by Reyna, as that one will go over the fence for a ground rule double.
Well, we were talking about this fun little catcher earlier, and like I said, Coach Delsante highlighting her before the game, and here she is, getting an outside pitch, a tough pitch to hit, lets it get deep on her and just goes with the pitch and just beats the center fielder out there. And I mean, not for lack of effort out there in center field, just a smoked ball over her head. I'm not sure that's one you can get to.
Now Riley Nelson coming to the plate.
Is it Riley Nelson or Nielsen?
I believe Nelson.
Okay. I
believe there is a Nielsen out there as well.
There is, and done this kid no justice, but I have gotten to watch her play some ball.
Riley Nelson.
Yep.
Also, Sienna Coonsey pinch running at second base now.
I know Riley hits with my buddy BJ. He's a great hitting coach, great coach in general. Wonderful guy, and he's been talking to me a lot about Riley lately, just in terms of what she wants to do in school. Told me a lot of good things about not just her, but her household. We got to get her on the headset back in Prescott. I think she hit a couple home runs, ball off the fence that weekend.
Sydney Smith coming to the plate now.
Love seeing that in a hitter. Takes a swing, comes back over, just rebalances her swing. Check, check, check.
Nice mix of speed there from Mesmer.
That's just a tough pitch to get your barrel on. I mean, that ball's up in the zone, just above the hands.
That one is skied to center field. Able to come away with it. It's Raina Gill.
Was that Raina out there in center?
Me, that is Taylor Delgado.
Oh, Taylor, okay.
Made the switch from shortstop to center.
That's another thing I really like about Coach Gill. He moves his field around quite a bit. Obviously makes your job tough.
The magnets are always moving. Now Elise Kingston to the plate. Flew out to left field previously. That one up the right side. But Becker not able to chase that one down, just out of the reach. This is the kid that said biggest influences her family.
And favorite food, I think we talked about this up in Prescott, Chick-fil-A. So that's a food. I think that means the entire menu. And I'd have to agree. I like that food too.
Lindsey Jackson not able to handle that one. Kingston, over at Mountain Point High School, class of 2021.
Okay, this I didn't notice all the times I've looked at this. Her favorite musician is Green Day. That's like a late 80s, early 90s band, is it not? Maybe mid 90s?
They're transcendent.
Okay.
As Strike 3 come, they've had some good stuff in the 2000s, but I'm surprised. I think that's a little before her age group, but not.
Yeah, definitely well before she was born.
As that was strike number 3, so Little Saints coming back in.
Great look at that one right there. And again, just a pitcher's duel right here.
And it is a Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream, live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more.
45 minutes.
And looks like Allison Wyant coming into the circle. We saw her a couple of weeks ago as well. Some solid pitching here on Team Delsante. Wyant, class of 2022 over at Hamilton, had a 2 ERA in the early 2020 season before it got cut short. 1.83 ERA on JV with the Huskies. So new pitcher here. Other than that, looks like some minimal changes here. Elise Kingston coming into second. As Ashanti Thompson coming to the plate for her first at bat. She skies that one to center field. Tamaro barely has to move to make that catch for out number 1. Kylie Mesmer now up to the plate for her second at-bat, lined out to the third baseman in her first at-bat. Just an absolute rocket. Is Wyant able to get strike number 1 over. Grounds that one to second. Kingston flips it on over to first for the easy out. Taylor Delgado coming to the plate. We've seen her at shortstop, seen her in center field, singled in her first at bat before it was caught stealing. Wyant, first pitch swinging, and again, minimal movement from Tamaro, but she comes away with the easy catch. So another 1-2-3 inning for Team Delsante. Wyant showing what she can do in her first inning of work in this one. And we're going to head to the 5th inning. Once again, we are scoreless between Team Delsante and Little Saints Team Gill. Now that is quite a setup for the fans here in Payson. They got the shade. Sure, they got a few sports drinks over there. Some good food, watching some great softball here. For the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball. And as David, our director, just pointed out, you get much closer than any professional sport you can get to with these seats. All it cost them was a drive up to Payson. As Kylie Mesmer back in the circle. Scoreless ball game between the Little Saints and Team Delsante of Arizona Hotshots alongside Brian Georges. I am Jordan Ham. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Autumn Kunze did her job with Team Delsante. Allison Wayant took care of business. Taking over for her, Kylie Mesmer still out there for the Little Saints. And she is going to face Jaden Warren to start off the 5th inning. Swing and a miss there from Warren.
Well, just like last night, this wind really picked up over here, so I'm not accustomed to the weather up in Payson, but this seems to be a regular evening thing. And I don't mind it.
Yeah, this breeze has been nice throughout the day, aside from being human paperweights with our notes. Warren, class of 2021 over at Campo Verde. She fouls that one straight back. Nice two-strike swing there.
I agree. That was a beautiful hack right there. Just got to get a barrel above her hands right there. Sorry. Got to get her barrel above the hands so she can get on top of that one or at least cut it in half. She's on the bottom of the ball right now, and Kai's just going to continue to climb.
Off speed there. Swing and a miss. Got away there from Jackson, so she fires it over to first.
No surprise. Kylie just goes a little bit further north. Maybe it's the same spot, but she knows at that spot she can get the ball into her hands and keeps it there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Brianna Larney now to the plate. Grounded out to third in her first at-bat, but it was a hard hit ball. Class of 2022 over at Desert Vista. Two-sport athlete, plays basketball. Takes a pitch there. We're going to see a lot of Team Delsante throughout the rest of this evening. They're going to be on this field for 3 of the final 4 games, as that one gets just out. Mesmer continuing to utilize that frisbee, as Coach Welsh over at ACU was calling it a couple weeks ago. I thought that was an accurate description there. So that one just off the corner.
Yeah, I was talking to Trish and Marcos about this before the game a little bit, mostly Trish, and it's about her arm circle. And if you watch, she fouls that one deep left field. If you watch her arm circle, it's a little unconventional. Arm comes a little bit outside her body. But, you know, the thing that we were talking about is traditional arm circle versus what I call kind of a funky motion there, getting that arm outside her body like she does. And let's put it this way. It doesn't hurt her. She can throw a ton, and she's very effective. And a lot of times I hear pitching coaches say, yeah, change that. Got to change that. This is a kid that's had a lot of success coming from there.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of off-balance swings in I haven't called many games of hers, but
no,
it's been obvious from the get-go that it's tough to pick up. The ball can move in ways that hitters don't see all that often. That one just missed, and Larney gonna head to first.
Oh, and here's a great close-up from the team. Rocks that arm back, and then it's hard to see from this angle, but she gets that elbow out to the side. Really creates a unique spin where there's a lot of side spin, and then she comes up underneath the ball, so she gets a side spin with a rise like that right there.
Wyant up to the plate, and she pops that one up to the shortstop, Van Dorn, who fires that over to first, doubling up the runner as well. So not that Mesmer has needed much help defensively, but she's getting it as well. And we are going to head to the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, let's see that again.
Great play here.
I think we're
by
going to see
the
a
Little
replay.
Saints.
Yeah, see a replay where Kai again getting that side. That's okay. We might not see the pitch, but we might see the replay.
And just an athletic play there by Van Dorn. We've seen her cover a lot of ground on a couple of different plays here.
Yeah, here's that play. Watch her coming from the shortstop position. She sees the runner in front of her. She's on the run. Smooth, off-foot throw. A big stretch over there, too, at first base. Was that Cheyenne Becker?
Mm-hmm. And I think the runner was anticipating, based on the position of where that was was second base's ball, but that's how much ground Van Dorn covered to go get that one.
Yeah, and that's how hard the breeze is blowing over there. And I think if she's anticipating because of that stiff breeze coming over, I think maybe she had a decent read anyways. I mean, it's blowing hard west to east right now. Right as I say that, the wind starts blowing out north.
So we are headed to the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, look at those flags out there. And great time for Bailey French to be stepping in here as she's got a lot of pop. I've seen her hit a few home runs in the NAS. And
speaking of those flags, Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by Mac Media, the largest Apple Premier sales and service provider in the Southwest. Proudly serving the Valley for 21 years, 2 locations to serve you, Old Town Scottsdale and Peoria, or visit macmediainc.com. And Brian, just like you said, Bailey French yesterday, just one of the hardest hit balls I saw, just dead center solo shot. When she's able to put the good part of the bat on the ball, usually good things happen as she hits that one over to Kingston, who fires it over to first. Now Summer Pell's coming to the plate. Single in her first at bat. Pell's a .478 batting average with Sunrise Mountain as she check swings that one foul. Signed with Paradise Valley Community College. 2019, a 5A Northwest first team region player. You'll see her play a little bit of everywhere. Seen a lot of her at third past couple of days. Big swing there. Getting what Wyant can do. Low pitch there, but not by much. That was a nice pitch early on in this count.
we saw a savvy approach, a savvy at-bat by Summer Pels, her last at-bat. Expect much more of the same right here. The Saints are going to win a ball game. They're going to have to do it against a tough pitcher right here in Allison Wayant.
Pels showing bunt here, as we saw in her last at bat. Try to get some timing going as she fouls that one away.
I was saying, if the Saints are going to win a ball game, they're going to need to get a contribution here from Pels. And her last at bat, she certainly did that, and then some, delivering a rocket to right field.
Nice pitch there.
It's a filthy off-speed change right there.
Can't do much with that.
You know, it wasn't a bad swing either. I mean, she just swung over the top of it. Her timing wasn't really far off. It was just a great pitch by a smart, savvy pitcher in Allison Wayant with a 4.667 GPA.
Ho-hum.
Going up to the 1,000th place with that decimal.
Alana Van Dorn, hard hit ball to the shortstop, not able to handle it was Jaden Warren. Did a nice job just to get some leather on it, though. And Van Dorn now following up a good defensive play in the field now with getting on base.
See, the Saints are in business at this point. Interesting point in the game. It's a 5th inning, probably late in time. I'm not sure of Van Dorn. Is Van Dorn at first? Yeah. I'm not sure of her speed here. She will be running for herself, so let's see what she's got.
Cheyenne Becker to the plate now. Takes an outside strike.
This is a kid, strong kid. Saw her knock a bomb up in Prescott. Deep left field out there.
Started the 2020 prep season with Perry High School, going 14 for 31 before the season got cut short. Over 2 years, in 36 games, hit 384, 32 RBI, 9 doubles, 4 home runs. So certainly has the pop. She takes a ball there. 3.4 GPA, a varsity starter since 2017.
Yeah, definitely an impressive young lady.
Wyant. That one gets fouled just out of play. And again, this has been a pitcher's duel. They've worked quickly. Whether it was Autumn Kunze, Wyant, or Kylie Mesmer, all three have been very impressive inside the circle. Opening up the afternoon slate of games here. Got 3 more after this one as well. Goes off speed. Nice job there. Just to keep her hands back. But that does go foul.
Well, Marcos, regardless of the situation, he's an aggressive coach over there at third. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a runner in motion right here. Again, we've got 1 down and
2 down.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 down here. Yeah, you got to get something going right here. You know, hit and run, ball in the gap right here, score a run. That could be the difference in a ball game.
What a pitch by Wyant, able to take care of business against Becker. Throw down anyway.
And the runner was going right there, but Wyant gets the job done, huh?
2 strikeouts here in the 5th inning as we are going to head to
there it
the
is.
6th.
Nasty looked like a drop curve on the outside corner, and Becker just swings over it. Beautiful throw down from Rainey, the catcher, right on the money.
I just love how casually Jaden Warren just caught it in stride. Nope, don't need to apply the tag. Out number 3 already done.
Yeah.
So we are still scoreless heading to the 6th inning. Make sure to see the end of this ball game coming up next. Top of the order here for Team Delsante against the Lil Saints. 0-0 ball game. Been quite the pitcher's duel that we've seen so far between 3 of these pitchers. Allison Wayant for the Hotshots Delsante. Autumn Kunze got things started for them. And then Kylie Mesmer continuing just to do a great job for the Little Saints. Olivia De La Cruz first pitch swinging as that one gets just over the broadcast's head.
Lindsay shaking her head over there. I think she had some trouble with her skates coming out of the chute. I just love her energy back there behind the plate. We're in the 6th inning right here. Her last game of the grueling 2-day series.
De La Cruz, another base hit right up the middle. She's now 2 for 3 in this one.
She's just what the doctor ordered in a 0-0 game. I can almost guarantee you she's not off on the first pitch. She's off on the second pitch. And I'm talking straight steal. No reason to manufacture something here. No reason to even give up and out. This girl is so fast, and she's such a good base runner.
Natalia Delsante. And there it is. De La Cruz makes it with ease into second base. Stolen base there.
What I loved about that right there, coach calls for a fake bunt pullback. Delsante squares and protects her runner right there. Basically fairly impeding the path of the catcher, but watch right here. Actually, she stepped out. I'm not sure why she did that there, but the approach was a solid approach right there.
Delsante getting her first at bat of the game out of Perry High School, 2021, 4.45 GPA. Looks like De La Cruz is coming off the field. We're going to have a pinch runner for her. Looks like Sierra Coonsey coming out. So, getting some equal speed out there. Delsante still at the plate. 2018 and 2019 Puma Award winner for leadership.
I think De La Cruz was taken off for precautionary reasons. I don't know if she was dehydrated or she wasn't limping. I'm gonna go check in on her.
Hopefully everything's okay with her. That pitch outside for Delsante. In 2020, 6 for 19 in that prep season. It's a .316 batting average as she swings through that one. 1 home run, 5 RBI. So has a runner in scoring position and nobody out. You also have Grace Reyna. She's had one of the harder hit balls of this game as Delsante swings through that one. Reyna now coming to the plate, coming off in a bat. She's 2 for 2. Single and a very hard hit double in her last at bat. So Sierra Coonsey on second. And Reyna wastes no time. First pitch swinging. That's up. That's over. That's a 2-run bomb. And Delsante takes a 2-0 lead here late. And they needed some offense, and Grace Reyna delivered. What a swing by Grace Reyna. Just locked in 3 for 3 on the day now. Single, double, home run. She just crushed that ball to left field. And now Team Delsante up 2. The scoring drought is over. Now Riley Nelson coming to the plate. Strikeout and a fly out to center field. That last at bat, the one to center field, was a hard hit ball. Nelson plays her prep ball at Highland. Class of 2021, she skies that. Becker settles under it for the second out. Now we have Sydney Smith coming to the plate. Here with 2 outs. 0 for 2 in this one so far. That one off speed for a strike. So Mesmer continuing to go after hitters, doing a nice job. Even after that 2-run home run from Grace Reyna. That one just missed on the outside corner. As you can hear the wind picking up a little bit here. That one skipped in, but even with the wind being a factor, Reyna, she got all of that one That one was a no-doubter off the bat. We've seen kind of plenty of hits kind of get hung up where we kind of thought they'd get out, but not quite. But with Reyna, she just able to just turn on that one and deliver. 2-2 the count now to Sydney Smith. Smith, hard hit ball, hits third base. She's looking extra bases. She's gonna make her way into second. So Delsante starting to crack through. They've had a couple of hard hit balls throughout this entire game, but just not quite able to connect. And that's been kind of the deal when you go up against Kylie Mesmer. With the way that spin she's able to get on the ball, you have a pretty small window of making that solid contact. But now Elise Kingston coming to the plate with a runner on second. And that is in the air, kind of in no man's land, just foul. Oh man, that could have been big if that was able to just stay fair. Great effort by the Little Saints defense. Everybody crashing in on there. Nicole Armijo, the left fielder, Alana Van Dorn, and Summer Pels getting after it. That one just misses. So 2 outs here. Team Delsante with the 2-0 lead. Kingston takes the low strike there. Kingston up the middle. Smith making the turn. She's going to score. And Elise Kingston able to extend this lead to 3-0. Nice 2-out hitting there by Elise Kingston. Now Jaden Warren coming to the plate. Coach Gill coming in the circle, just talking to his pitcher and infield a little bit. Great piece of hitting there, though, by Elise Kingston. That first at bat, she had good contact on that fly out to left field, but just wasn't able to find some outfield grass. But she connects. Timely hitting there from Kingston. Now Jaden Warren coming to the plate. He's played some really nice shortstop here early on. You'll see her at Campo Verde play some shortstop, also pitch. She fouls that one off. That pitch is high. So in the top of the 6th right now. Team Delsante able to crack through with 3 runs. They lead 3-0 right now with 2 outs. Runner on first, strike 2 there to Warren. And as I said before, we're going to see a lot of Team Delsante this afternoon. They're going to be on this field quite a bit. They're a very fun team to watch and fun team to call. That one's off the plate. Saints also a really fun group call as well, as that one's fouled back. So we'll see Team Delsante against Team Day coming up next. We're gonna see a whole bunch of Hotshots teams go head-to-head the next couple of games, final 3 games on this field after this one.
Well, I'm glad I'm sticking around then. I didn't know the schedule, thanks.
Familiar territory, yeah. We got 2 games with Team Chestnut, 2 games with Team Day, 2 more with Team Delsante.
Okay.
As I believe that was a foul ball. That was almost friendly fire from the other field.
Yeah, you didn't get a heads up, did you?
Nope. And Jaden Warren grinds out an at bat there to extend this inning. Now runners on first and second. And we're going to see Sierra Coonsey come to the plate.
At this point, I would classify this outing thus far by Kai. I would classify it as a gutsy outing, and by that, my assumption, I don't have stats in front of me here, but she typically throws a lot in a weekend series, in this case a Monday, Tuesday, but a 2-day event. And she's still grinding, she's still working location. But she's got to have tired legs because she hits and she plays the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she made some good plays in center field yesterday.
Yeah, she's an integral part of this team. So, you know, as a pitcher in the 6th inning of such a close game, you know, I think that's part of the reason why she's gotten touched up a little bit. But what a beautiful comeback pitch right there.
And that's been the thing. She, even after giving up a hard hit or two, she continues just to go after these hitters. Coonsey swings out of her shoes. That one is foul. We've seen her as a pinch runner quite a few times here in this one.
After seeing that swing, I wonder why she's a pinch runner.
That one just outside.
What a great opportunity for her, too. Her family to have 2 sisters playing on the same team.
That pitch is low.
I had 2 years, I mean, really 3 when my 2 daughters played together, and there's a big gap there in their age. But the last year in particular was really neat to see Kathleen, who was 14 or 13 at the time, so she's really young, playing with our 18U group, and a lot of it was just about travel balls. You're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were family divided when they're on 2 different age groups, and I'm on one side of the country, and my wife is on the other side of the country. So but to have them both out there on the same team, it's an awesome experience. And so that last year together, Kathleen started getting some more meaningful at-bats, and deservedly. And see that first time that her sister was standing out at second base and she drove her in, her older sister. That was just that was a neat thing to see, and vice versa. So a lot of households out here that have multiple daughters that play this sport. We've got 2 wonderful sisters on our team, the Loddick sisters, Caitlin and Lauren Loddick. And they're special. They're special ladies, and you know, they get along so well. They're like best friends out there, and they get along with all their teammates too. It's just, you know, I had that experience. Now we have a couple sisters on our team, and here we are looking at the Coonsey sisters out here. And this is a kid that I'm sure she's up there thinking, I want to get my knocks too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get some run support for her big sister, huh?
What, over with team day, the Bowers?
Yep.
Yep. It was actually kind of cool. KK was pitching, and there was a line drive right back to her. She was kind of able just to get enough glove on it, deflected it to second base where Hannah was standing. She was able to finish off the play, so it's kind of a one-timer for the...
Look at Kai celebrating over there with her catcher. Look at the excitement over there. That might be the last time those 2 work that tandem right there. I don't know if that's maybe why. I mean, the excitement is always there. Love the excitement level, but that was an extra something special right there.
Yeah, that was cool to see, and they're
Look
gonna
at the pitch, man. The release, the snap. Look at her yelling to her teammate, yeah, and you know, Lindsay right back. I love to see that kind of exchange between pitcher and catcher and teammates in general.
So we are going to see Little Saints come in now. See if they can break through, much like Team Delsante did in this half inning. Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by the city of Payson, 7,000 feet above sea level atop the Mogollon Rim. Picturesque destination for wilderness adventures of all ages. Visit PaysonRimCountry.com. It's been a gorgeous day here a warm, sunny day, but certainly beats what's going on in Phoenix right now. In the 115's been right around mid 90s, but yeah, could not ask for this breeze has been great. Just been a good day overall. We're gonna have Raina Gill here leading things off. Allison Wyant coming to the plate, or back in the circle, I should say. Wyant has her sign and delivers a strike there. Seeing more and more of these defensive players, especially on the right side, wearing sunglasses, just trying to battle the sun as much as they can as that pitch right in on the hands. Wyant wasted no time now, 0-2 count. As we are in the bottom of the sixth.
Raina Gill, this is my friend right here. She sees me and she goes, Georges. Just a rib on me. She's pranked me a couple times with her friends. But really awesome kid, playful kid. And I don't see Dad down there at third base right this moment, but several daughters that Marcos has, and they're all awesome. I think 3 of them are umpires now. So yeah, softball's a bit of a family affair for these guys.
Oh yeah.
Stepmom down at first base, Trisha Mesmer, Kylie Mesmer's mom.
And I like Trisha because she gets us the lineups early.
Oh.
Before the game, she is on it.
Is all business. We had a major hiccup with our scheduling for this event. You know, the event was supposed to be up in Prescott. City closes down, it gets canceled. NSA, they do a great job up there, and Dale Poole was would have been our scheduler for that, but you know, NSA, they do not currently operate out of Payson, so they were, you know, we asked them if they could come out and do this event for us, the sanctioning body, and they were unavailable. So we got to put a schedule together, and twice that fell apart on us. And the third time we handed it over to a good friend of ours. And now we're about 48 hours from game time, and we still don't have a schedule out to all the teams coming here. Getting text messages and phone calls. Are we playing? Are we playing? Where's the schedule? So Trish builds a schedule. I build the schedule. While our assistant coach, Larry Koch, builds a schedule. He got his done first. We went with that one. Let's just say Trish is not too happy with it. She is all business.
Kiana Bird to the plate now.
She's also a great lady.
Bird grounded out to shortstop in her first at bat. Puts that one into left field.
Oh, great diving effort.
Larney not able to make the play, but able to keep it in front of her.
So a little life with 1 out in a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, and just like you said, Larney, great effort there. Trying to get it, and
the wind's blowing. The wind's blowing from west to east, so knocking that ball to the ground. The ball had side spin off the bat. Great effort.
Strike one there to Elise Enriquez. But I think Larney also had a good read there. It looked like the ball had enough trajectory there that it wasn't going to go to the fence necessarily if she missed that dive.
Great insight right there. That's exactly that. That's a ball that you can go do or die on. Worst case scenario, maybe they get an extra base, to your point. If it gets to the fence, that's bad news. But that ball was the wind, gravity was bringing that ball back down to the earth. It was gonna hop and stay pretty close. And Wayne just pounding that outside corner right there, just missed. I'll tell you, this umpire right here, he's fantastic. He's consistent too.
Wyant has her call. right in on the hands. Enriquez bounces that one back. Right now, Team Delsante leading 3-0 over the Little Saints. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Mixing up speeds a little bit, just missed.
That was a great pitch right there. Great discipline by our hitter.
And then comes right back with the fastball. Not able to catch up with it. Second strikeout for Wyant this inning, her 4th in 2 innings.
She looked like she turned it up a little bit on that dipper.
Now Nicole Armijo. Seen her kind of bounce around the outfield. Right on the inside corner there. Really, all these pitchers have really gone after these hitters.
Yeah, it's been a pitcher's game. I mean, just the 1 inning of offense last inning for Delsante, where they strung together some hits. They got, was it a 2-run blast by Reyna?
Yep.
That was a bomb, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, how many times has her name come up in this game? And you said earlier, I just mentioned that, you know, Joe had spotlighted her, you know, Coach Delsante had spotlighted her before the game. And then you want to mention, yeah, I've called her a few times as well, and her name just keeps coming up.
Yep.
And she's working hard back there behind home plate for her pitcher. Much like Lindsey Jackson for the Saints, this kid gets way down in her crouch. She wants to dare that low pitch. Look at that right there. What a beautiful frame. If anything, I'm probably a little frustrated as an umpire, so I don't know if this kid's trying to steal strikes on me or not, but she's making it a challenge for both the hitter and the umpire back there, and that's when you know the catcher's doing a good job. Like that right there.
Frames it
I don't know
right
if we can see
there.
that again or not before we go to break, but what a beautiful frame right there.
And that is 3 strikeouts this inning for Wyant. As we're going to head to the top of the 7th here in just a second, but
Beautiful.
let's get one more look at that.
Beautiful pitch, beautiful frame.
All right.
Look at that ball is clearly a bump or two off, but the frame is so good. I mean, even a great umpire like that, you know, I'm not saying he got the call wrong. It could have crossed the plate, but it's just a great job by the catcher. Looks like she might have studied from the great artist Yadier Molina or something.
Yeah, and that's also the you don't want to overframe. And
No.
she didn't overframe there. She knew exactly how much she had to move that to make it effectively in the strike zone. And we just saw the pseudo post-game handshake, which is now a post-game wave. As we, so it is a final 3-0. Team Delsante takes this one. Once again, we're going to see a lot of Team Delsante over the next couple of games. 2 more times over the final 3 games this evening. And that'll do it for the Little Saints, but they showed a great, quite a few really good games, really good efforts throughout the past 2 days. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from a player from each of these rosters, and we will be right back with that. Team Delsante takes this one 3-0 over the Little Saints, and just a really fun game, back and forth. And one player that's made a big impact was Elise Kingston for Team Delsante. First off, you had that big single there in the 6th inning. Can you kind of take us through that at bat, where it was such a pitcher's duel, but you guys were finally able to connect there late in the ball game and get a couple runs across?
Well, at first, I don't remember what the first pitch was, but then he called it low again, and he's been calling it low the whole game. It was like hard to like adjust our strike zone to like actually like swing at it. Then I had 2 strikes, and I was like, got to swing, and then I did, and then I got a hit. So.
And just this weekend, I know you guys have quite a few games still ahead of you here, but just how have you guys been able to? It seems like I've called your guys' games a couple of times, and you guys just always seem to be in a game where it's just a grinded out, close ball game. Just how have these close ball games been able to help you guys develop over just the past couple of weeks?
I think like us being able to like battle with teams and like go back and forth has helped us like not just like blow a team out, and like we actually have to work hard and like play well. So.
And I know we'll be seeing you here shortly again. You guys have a very busy couple of hours over the next couple, so I'll let you go off that. But congratulations, and looking forward to seeing you guys play again here shortly.
Thank you.
All right, that was Elise Kingston. We saw her kind of play all over the place for Team Delsante in their 3-0 victory. And looks like we are going to have one more, Taylor Delgado. Taylor Delgado joining us now. And Taylor, just take us through what's the past couple of days been like for you guys as you've navigated a couple of games here and just been able to play against some quality opponents.
The opponents have they've definitely brought their game. As you can tell, we brought our game, but obviously not to full capacity where it should have been at. We came out on defense, but hitting-wise, we just couldn't string it together with some of our, on when was it, Monday? Monday, we just couldn't string it together. And then we fell through in our last game. And then we did pick it up a little here in our last game, but we picked it up too late. And we just didn't, combine together, as a team hitting-wise. But the energy was there for us, but just stringing it together hitting-wise, that's where we struggled.
And we've seen, a lot of great performances. You were playing, seemed like all over the place, playing shortstop. I think I also saw you in the outfield. You had a base hit here early on in this game. Really, everybody's been impacted with COVID, whether it's, the prep season's being cut short or things like that. You're a class of 2019 player. Can you kind of take us through what it's been like the past couple of months for you?
So I went to Concordia, which was up in Portland, so that was where COVID was heavily affected. And we had found out that my school had shut down because of financial reasons. And on top of COVID happening, I just didn't know where I stood as a player, and that's where all of my teammates were at the time when I was at Concordia. We were just we were in limbo basically. We didn't know what we were doing, and some of my old teammates have found a school, but as you can tell with me, obviously I'm still looking. It's been rough for everybody out there, and it's personally affected all of us. And I'm just hoping I can find a home soon, and hoping the best for my other teammates out there as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. And I guess just for coaches watching, just if you could describe yourself as a softball player, how would you describe yourself?
I describe myself as a go-getter, definitely try to be one of the loudest out there, always cheering on my teammates, there to pick them up when I can. And you'll definitely hear my voice screeching a lot.
And I saw, did I see your GPA is above 4.0?
Yeah, my GPA, actually my GPA is at 3.75 for my first semester and second semester of college. That's where I was at.
Okay, nice work. So definitely a true student athlete. Taylor, we appreciate the time, and
Thank you for having me.
it was great getting to watch you play over the past couple of days.
Thank you.
All right, that is Taylor Delgado of the Little Saints. Team Delsante takes this one 3-0, but a hard-fought battle between these two schools, and this is going to be a fun one coming up. We have Team Delsante against Team Day, both of Arizona Hotshots. So we're going to go ahead, take a quick break, but more great softball coming up here over the rest of the evening.